Hello, my beautiful dream weavers. Natalie here. Yes, my dream weavers. We are weaving that dream today. Today is Sunday, April 6th? April 6th. Wow. Yes. And so we are just going to get into this reading. And I wanted to let you know, thank you for those of you who have signed up for my journal pack. If you haven't already, the email's in the description box. It is free till the end of this month. This is a promotion that I am doing to get to know you and just as a thank you, right? If I was selling it to you, it'd be worth over $150, but I want you to have it. I want you to have it. I want to give you that big thank you for just riding with me on this journey as I get going, as I get this channel going here, as I share my gifts with you, and as you share your gifts and yourself with me, because it's reciprocal energy, right? Like I share my gifts with you and you share yours with me, because it's not because I'm sitting on this side of the camera that I'm the only one with gifts or that I know everything, right? Like you too have gifts, and we all have gifts. If you've sent me an email, give me about 7 days to get back to you. I'm so excited. I'm doing these are personalized to your birth charts. It comes with a journal and a short video. Send me one question and I will incorporate like a short little tarot pull for you in that video. Thank you for riding with me. I am now at 60 subscribers last I checked, maybe 60 or 61. So you know what? I just want to keep weaving the dream and growing together the best that we can, just supporting each other. I recently also started doing channeled messages for you, just because I think that format allows me to just stay focused and be on message for the channeled messages, and then we can talk about them later if we need to. Like today I have one that I did on death and rebirth, as far as women's reproductive years, especially for us ladies out there over 40. It's not only for women's reproductive years, it could be even for you guys out there, you men out there. You know what, a lot of things change in your 40s. Jobs, it's not about the specific thing, it's about your identity, right? Your identity revolves around these things. And if you haven't seen it, you can go ahead and watch it, but I wanted to continue on with that message today in this reading. I've done a 7-card pull. I've been meditating on it and just wanted to come and share with you also that my own journey through this, especially, and I'm a woman, so we're going to talk. If you're a guy out there listening, you might be able to relate in your own way. Drop me a comment and let me know how you've dealt with this. But there was a time where about 10 years ago where I thought I still wanted to have children. And I already had 2 children, but just the fact that there were I felt like I had a lot of, oh gosh, I'm not gonna cry. I felt like I had a lot of missed opportunities in my life, that I had missed opportunities for kids that I should have wanted to have. I thought I wanted to have 10 kids. Crazy. I have two, thank God. I have 2. But when I was younger, I thought, I want 10 kids. And sometimes we don't realize, like, sometimes the things that we want are due to all the creative energy, like the things that we want to create, our creativity, our creative juices, and that they don't just have to be in kids. Especially as women, like, we get told that this is who we are, and there's this expectation. So for those of us who end up not having kids for whatever reason, we feel like we missed out on something, which we really didn't, because those creative juices can be used for a lot of other things. Having kids doesn't determine our worth. I did have kids, but then even though I had kids, like, I still got to my 40s, mid 40s, and I was literally going to the doctor and trying to figure out how to have more kids. Right? How can I have more? And it just, the reality hit that, you know what, like, my reproductive years were coming to an end, and it was just kind of like, wow, like, that shift is happening. And then sometimes at that point, like, there's nothing to do. It's not like I can take it back. I couldn't turn back the clock. And it was really sad. Like, it's that thing that's sad, that when we have these shifts in the moment, like, it seems sad and it seems like it's unbearable, right? But at the end of the day, somewhere down the line, you start to realize, like, there's a reason. There's a reason. And for me, it's 10 years later, and I'm thinking, had I had a child 10 years ago, or 9 years ago, or 8 years ago, I would now have a 9, a 10, a 9, or an 8-year-old. And would I really, would I be able to give them my all? Of course. But I also have a 33-year-old and a 30-year-old. And so, who also require so much attention and help even at their age. And it's what you can't see down the road. You don't know why did that woman, how come that woman had no kids, the other one had 10 kids, that man had all these kids with all these women, or whatever. And then, you know what, I just wanted one more, I had 2, and then I can't have another one. Well, because there's divine timing for everything, and there's a greater purpose for everything. There's a greater purpose that you are here to walk on this life. And so, and I know it's not easy. I'm not saying don't grieve it. Believe me, I grieved it. And sometimes what we want, sometimes we get what we need and not what we want. I just had a good friend of mine tell me that sometimes we get what we need and not what we want. If there are any endings, especially right now with the climate, the way it is out in the world, there are people losing jobs and things like that. My heart goes out to you. But just know that this too shall pass. Okay? And that you have the creative juices to do what you need, to get what you need and not what you want. Sometimes we get stuck in our comfort zones and we don't want that ending to come just because we're comfortable. It's like this could be relationship. We get into relationships and we know it's bad for us. We know it's not working, but we're comfortable and we don't want it to end. Is that what you need, or is that what you want? Like, it's so two different things. And so in that sense, we can look at it and say, well, yeah, I get that. But when you talk about your reproductive years, that's something that's so deeply personal, right? That marks that shift in your life where, you know, even for women that don't have kids, I think, or maybe never wanted kids, it doesn't matter whether you wanted them or not. It still marks the shift in your life where you had something that you could do and now you can't because it's divine timing. That time has passed. And so there's still, I believe there's still, although I have children, I believe that there's still some grief that goes with that because of the societal expectations that are sometimes put on us. And that's why I said this is not only specific to women, this is specific to you men out there also, because you have so many societal expectations that are put on you about different things. And when you make a shift or you make a decision that you're going to change, why do you think men have midlife crisis? Because they, like, all of a sudden they wake up one day and they realize, like, they don't want to be everything to everybody. They're trying to find themselves too. Okay, so all right, so I'm gonna stop rambling. Send me an email if you want your personalized journal pack. It's my pleasure to do that for you, and let's get into it. So I used my little mini deck here, and first thing I have is the 3 of Swords in reverse. And this is fucking amazing because, excuse my French, but it's amazing because whatever endings you have, like, you're getting over it. You're getting over the heartbreak, especially with the star at the bottom of the deck. Like, you're seeing that there's brighter days ahead. You're seeing the sunshine. You are seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Okay? And there always is. There's always a light at the end of the tunnel. And that's the focus, right? That's how you stay high vibrational. That's how you keep moving forward, is by realizing that the end is not the complete end. The end is a new beginning. I feel like you're moving forward. You're charging. Look at you, the Knight of Wands. You're charging forward into that new beginning. that you want. There's this fiery inner energy that says, I can't sit in this anymore. And I like that from you, because that's the energy that gets you up out of the mud, right? Like you come up out of the mud. When this energy comes through for you, as this energy is coming through for you, it's like the spark that hits you before you leap into something exciting. And it can be reckless and not grounded, right? But it's energy that's needed. This to me says you're ready to move forward. You're ready, like you're done grieving. You're ready. You see the light, even though you've accepted things for what they are, and you're ready to charge forward because now you see the potential. You see what's up ahead. Which we had the star at the bottom of the deck. You see it. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. And so this energy is going to help you charge forward. You just want to make sure that this energy can be kind of reckless. So you want to make sure that you're using sound judgment. And this could be that you are still, even though you're ready to charge forward, you're still clearing some of that energy, right? There's still, you're healing, but you're healing and you're ready to move forward, and you're not feeling as hurt by it. You're not sitting in that hurt anymore. You're moving forward, but you just want to make sure that you are making the right decisions. All right. And then we have next to that, especially the Ten of Swords in reverse. I told you you're healing, right? The Three of Swords, the Ten of Swords, this is the end. So you're coming to the end you're in recovery, so to speak, right? Like you're not quite out of the pain, but you're no longer letting yourself be defined by that pain. It's a turning point after betrayal, burnout, this death that we talked about, this energy of, it's the rebirth after the death. After the pain, after realizing that you're not going to be able to change whatever's ending, like you can't go back to it. Maybe it's something, and it could be something like that, a realization that you came to about a person, a place, or a thing, and once you see it, you cannot unsee it. So you have to move forward, but it doesn't mean that you were not grieving it. And it's okay to grieve it. I say that all the time. It's okay to grieve it, but eventually you got to charge forward. And sometimes having a little bit of that wild energy to help us charge forward is great, but we got to be careful, because we don't want to have reckless energy towards ourselves. But I being that you're healing, right? If you were not in the healing phase of this, I would say be really careful. But being that you're healing, I feel that you're going to be using this energy to your benefit. It's going to catapult you forward. And next we had the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, so with the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, this is you. You're coming to a reckoning that you've been giving more than you've been receiving. You've been being breadcrumb. You have so much that there's so much that you, how do I want to say that? There's so much that, like you've overextended yourself in situations, okay? And you're not doing that anymore. It's time. It's like you finding that balance, and it could be even overextending yourself in your mind, in the thing that you thought that you wanted. And you kept putting yourself back in that situation and basking in the mess, right? In the thing that was dying, in the thing that was going away, in the thing that you could no longer have. And now you're realizing, hey, get out of there. It's time. It's just time to step out of that energy and get balance and move forward. You're no longer pouring into things that are where you're not reaping the rewards. Like there's no fruits coming from your labor, right? And whether it's in relationship or whatever, it's like I said again, it's like being in that relationship where things aren't working out, but you keep pouring into that relationship and it's not working. And so how much longer do you keep doing that? How much longer do you keep doing that? And it's draining. It's really draining on you to keep doing that. It keeps you from healing. It keeps you in the Ten of Swords because you tell yourself a story that maybe someone's going to change, or they're going to change their mind. They're going to do something different. But in the meantime, they're breadcrumbing. I just had a conversation yesterday with a friend where her daughter actually was in a relationship and it didn't work out. She was gonna get married and she got betrayed. And then she went back to try to fix it, and her mom was like, "Hey, don't do that. It's just gonna happen again." And what happened? It happened again. So it just keeps you reliving the Ten of Swords. It keeps you reliving the pain or whatever it is that's happening. This is no judgment here at all, because especially because we talked about the death of our reproductive system as women, right? And sometimes it could be like me, like you go to the doctor and you're just like, you're trying to push forward and you're doing all these therapies and you're taking all these hormones and you're taking all these things, trying to force something that's not meant to happen. And when you force it, you end up hurting yourself. You end up causing more pain to yourself than was necessary, as opposed to just accepting the fact of where you are in your life. And I know it takes time. It takes healing. You have to give grief through it. But just saying. So then after that, we have the Ace of Pentacles. There's a new beginning. Right? The new beginning is coming. So that means that you've planted a seed somewhere along the line. Spirit help you plant a seed along the line, and this is real. It's a real seed. It's not fantasy. It's not what you want. This could be a project. It could be a health shift, a mindset shift. It could be a completely new way of your being. It's like you are seeing things differently, right? And I said before, we had the Three of Swords in reverse with the star, right? In this deck, we had the Three of Swords in reverse with the star. Like you have clarity, you see the light, right? And so that seed is now planted, because if it's a mindset shift that you have, you can't go back and unsee what you see. That's it. Like it is what it is. And this means also that you're ready to now, although this is hard, right? To realize that you've been breadcrumbed, to realize that, damn, I have to do the work. I have to pull the swords out of my back. I need to light that fire under my ass. I need to find a way, light that fire so I can move forward and claim what's for me. And that's exactly what you're doing. And that means that this is the moment that you realize, that, okay, you accept what is, but then not just that you accept what is, but that you deserve more. And once you realize that you deserve more, no one can tell you any different. This is the moment of truth. This is the moment where nothing can come in and change your mind, because now this is the moment that you're working with Spirit, and Spirit is helping you to plant the seeds into that new beginning. I love it. And then we have here the Strength in reverse. I know you felt weak, right? You felt you were probably, this new beginning makes you feel vulnerable, but you're not. This is Spirit telling you, stop being so hard on yourself. You don't have to power through. It's okay to be vulnerable. Your vulnerability will be your strength in this next chapter of your life. talking about your story. Like I just said to you, I don't know, I'm going to give my age away. I don't know if you know who Frank Drabin is. I forgot the name of the movie. It was the movie that OJ was in. Naked Gun, I think it was. And she tells him, I think Priscilla Presley was in the movie, and she's, babies, Frank, babies. And they were too old for babies. They weren't going to have babies. But it's that want that you have, and being vulnerable, and just because you want something doesn't mean you're going to get it. It's the realization that we don't always get what we want. Again, we get what we need, but it's okay to talk about what we wanted and move through it and step into what is for us. This is us being vulnerable enough to say that there are things that we wanted that we didn't get, but also trusting that we're going to get what we need. You don't have to be strong all the time. You just have to be honest, and being honest, ironically, is being strong. It takes strength to be honest. It takes strength to be authentic. It takes strength to sit in your truth. Good or bad. Okay, so what I have now, I have the Eight of Swords. And the Eight of Swords and the Eight of Swords in reverse and the Ace of Swords in reverse. So this is like mental fog lifting, right? But you're not sure. You're uncertain. You're struggling to find the words. And, it's not failure if you don't know. We don't have to know everything to move forward. We need to give ourselves permission to move forward and not have all the answers right now. It's okay to be in this space of, I don't know what I'm doing yet, but I'm moving forward anyway. As long as it's not reckless. But, just moving forward. But I feel like that Knight of Wands, that's that Knight of Wands energy that you don't have to know everything to move forward. The clarity will come. And you know what? The moon in reverse is at the bottom of the decks, which tells me that the clarity is coming. Like it's going to be revealed to you. So, which is beautiful, right? So you can move when you trust. When you trust in what's happening, when you trust in what is, when you trust in the new beginning, you trust in the beginning, the seeds that Spirit is planting for you, it comes. The clarity comes. It's revealed to you. And the beautiful thing about that with the moon in reverse is that it's revealed to you it's revealed to you a little bit at a time as you need it. This is illusions being lifted, secrets surfacing, self-deception unraveling, like the way, because even with everything that we go through and all the pain that we have, we play a part in that too, right? Sometimes we put the rose-colored glasses on about what's going on with ourselves. And we have to, you start to own that, right? So it's not just other people, it's you also. So it's you getting emotional clarity, whether you're ready or not. Like it's coming, and then it's you facing that. What was once hidden is now going to be revealed to you. If you have something that you felt, something going on in a relationship that you couldn't prove, it's going to get clear. This is things getting crystal clear. And then guess what? Under this card is the transformation. With that clarity comes the transformation that I've been talking about. Wow. I was not expecting that. Wow. You guys are going to be walking in your truth like never before, with the clarity that's going to come, the clarity that's going to be revealed to you. This is not clarity you're going to have to go look for. It's coming to you. There's going to be a transformation. There's going to be a sort of like Spirit is holding your hand and walking you through this transformation that you're going to have. What are you ready to release so that you can have this transformation? Let it go, burn it down, you're ready for this real rebirth that's coming for you. The Ace of Pentacles, Spirit is handing this to you. Spirit said it's time for you to come out of your misery, whatever that is. For each of you, it's going to be different. Everything that you felt in your bones, everything you felt and couldn't prove, is going to be revealed to help you move forward. Unfortunately, if you thought somebody was cheating on you and you couldn't prove it, you're going to get the proof. If you thought that there was jealousy, sabotage, you're going to get the proof. If you were self-sabotaging, you're going to get the proof. You're going to get the information that actually shows you where you're self-sabotaging. Can you stop it? I mean, you can ignore the truth that's coming in, I guess, if you choose to ignore, but the transformation is still coming. And when I say the transformation is coming, the things around you are still changing. I mean, it's almost like ignoring this and pretending like you don't see it is like going back to the Ten of Swords after doing all the healing. And you're being led by Spirit. And I feel like this is clarity that's coming in a little bit at a time that you won't, like you're going to get it in digestible bite-sized pieces where you won't be able to deny it. Like a Spirit wants you to digest this so that you move forward into your transformation. Whatever it is, burn it down. It's like Spirit saying, I don't see the tower on the table here, but it's like Spirit saying, you need to burn down the house. Like you need to bring down the tower. This is yours to do. This is with you and Spirit. Okay, so I changed the view so that you can see all the cards on the table, because this transformation that you are going through is just formidable. I don't know if that's a word. That's a very proper word, if it's a word, but it's just, I came into this reading today thinking about death and rebirth, and for this transformation card to come out at the end, it's saying to me that this is the energy that's truly out here in the collective. And there was another reader that I was listening to, and she was saying how she was feeling like death was in the air, but this could be the energy that's out here. You know what I mean? Because with so many things changing, letting go, and you can see it through here, right? Not always having to be strong and being okay to let our softness, to step into the softness of who we are and allow that to be our strength. Step into our vulnerability is the hardest thing that we have to do, or that we need to do right now, so that we can get to where we want to go, to access the gifts that are our birthright. Because being always having to be the strong one and charging through and doing it's not always fun, and forcing your way through a situation doesn't mean that you're going to get what you want out of it, right? But I just love for you that you are in this Knight of Wands energy. This is it's a little bit youthful. It's not the page, so it's not childish energy, but it's in between, right? This says to me, like, you don't have everything you need to where you need to go yet. You don't know everything yet. You don't have all the clarity, but it's coming. And like, the things that are burning, there's some clarity that you're gonna get with the moon in reverse here, that you're just gonna have to let it burn. Right? You're not going to be able to take it with you. So maybe for you guys, a burning bowl ceremony would be really, really good. You know what I mean? And you know what's interesting? Because under here, wow. Wow, okay. Look at this. On this deck here is the Seven of Wands. But then you have the Eight of Wands here, which is fast forward movement. Again, you are charging through. And the thing is that you don't have to know everything. Spirit will reveal to you what you need to know as you go. All right. So it's beautiful that you are stepping into this energy of being vulnerable, that you are, what is the word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? You're setting yourself loose. Like the mental fog is lifting. There's uncertainty, but you're okay charging through with the uncertainty. Because you see what's at the end, what's coming at the end. You're not there yet, but you know it's there. You're trusting. You trust that it's there. Right? So you're willing to let it go, let it end. Right? But I feel like this is going to happen very quickly for you. This is going to happen very, very, very quickly. And so be prepared for those messages as those downloads as they're coming in, because sometimes you're going to feel like you don't know what to do with the information, but you're going to. But you're trusting yourself. You're trusting your soul. And that's allowing you to keep moving forward. Right? It's like you're moving forward, but you're going back to who you used to be. And this card here, what can I burn? Remember, we were talking about let it burn down. Let me read this to you. It says, burn it all. The ugly lies, the pain, the shame, the criticism, the images that run through your head, the reminders of what you did wrong, and the proof that you are not enough. Burn, baby, burn. Your soul is calling. It's time for a rebirth. You are like the phoenix rising, and from the ashes, no longer attached to the past. You are free. Your wings are ready. Use them. Oh my gosh, right? I only knew that I wanted to come and continue this reading from yesterday, and I'm so glad that I did. Make the choice that you will no longer let the past define you. Pick up your pen. What will your next chapter look like? So whatever it is that you're releasing, something you can do, you could do a burning bowl ceremony, is just put it, whatever you're releasing, put it in a burning bowl, light it on fire, and throw the ashes. Let it burn to ashes. You're the phoenix rising from those ashes, and then you're gonna write down what things are gonna look like in your next chapter. With the star card here, I bet this next chapter is looking wonderful. So whatever it is that you're losing, that you are afraid of losing, it's time to release it and let it burn. And then we have this angel card. We have, be the powerful presence of peace. Give all your worries and cares to God, for He cares about you. Exactly. Spirit is helping you plant that seed that's going to lead you here. It's gonna take you to the grief, your healing, and Spirit's gonna make sure that you get the information you need, the clarity you need to help you move forward. This is beautiful. What can I burn? Look at this. Look at this. Everything you need. This just fell out of this deck. If you needed more clarity. You're the Queen of Wands. And you have all the strength and energy that you need. You're ready to take on the world, the Fool, the Sun, and the Moon, which is your energy. I feel like on this journey with the Moon and the Sun being here together, I'm feeling the balance that you're gaining, right? Within your light and your dark energy. Like you're balancing out your shadow and your light. How you use your light, how you use your shadow self. Because we all do. We all use, you have to, it's integrated. It is who we are. Nobody's perfect, right? But when you know how to use the light, when you use your light in the wrong way, it brings a lot of heartache. When you use your shadow in the wrong way, it brings a lot of heartache. You are on this journey. You're gaining the confidence, the strength. With this fire energy that you have, you're gaining everything you need to take you on this new. This is about the new beginning for you. And what are you being asked to do? You're being asked to trust. Trust that the information that you're going to be getting along the way, that you don't need to know everything to take the next step. You don't need to know how you're going to get here. You just need to know that you're going to get here, and you will get the clarity. You will get the you will get the downloads as needed. Because if you knew everything, you hear this a lot, and I think it's true. If we knew everything, all the steps that we had to take, we'd probably muck it up. But if a little bit at a time, and wouldn't it be overwhelming to find out, let's say, what's being illuminated or betrayals, right? Sometimes spirit has to illuminate one betrayal at a time to you, right? And let's say it's not betrayal, even if it's the good. Like, you can't go in and just have all the good, because then you would be blinded by all the light and all the good that's coming in, and then you wouldn't be able to see. You might miss some of the other things that you need to be watching out for, right? So that you are not being reckless. I love this for you. All right, Pisces. And my dream weavers, if you liked this reading, if you enjoyed it, if you got something out of it, drop me a comment, hit the like button, subscribe, so you can be notified the next time I upload a new video. It doesn't cost you anything. Send me an email and you will get your personalized journal. And you know what? I'm gonna close this out now, because I think Spirit doesn't have anything else to say today. So you know what? Thank you for joining me. I love you. Let's keep weaving that dream together.